Exodus chapter 35, verses 1 to 35. I'm reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible. Verse 1. Moses assembled all the congregation of the Israelites and said to them, "These are the things that the Lord has commanded you to do." Verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day you shall have a holy Sabbath of solemn rest to the Lord. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. Verse 3. You shall kindle no fire in all your dwellings on the Sabbath day. Verse 4. Moses said to all the congregation of the Israelites, "This is the thing that the Lord has commanded." Verse 5. Take from among you an offering to the Lord. Let whoever is of generous heart bring the Lord's offering, gold, silver, and bronze. Verse 6. Blue, purple, and crimson yarns, and fine linen, goat's hair. Verse 7. Tanned ramses skins, and fine leather, acacia wood. Verse 8. Oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for fragrant incense. Verse 9. And onyx stones and gems to be set in the ephod and the breastpiece. Verse 10. All who are skillful among you shall come and make all that the Lord has commanded. The tabernacle, verse 11, its tent and its covering, its clasp, its frames, its bars, its pillars, and its bases. Verse 12, the ark with its poles, the mercy seat, and the curtain for the screen. Verse 13, the table with its poles and all its utensils, and the bread of the presence. Verse 14, the lampstand also for the light, with its utensils and its lamps, and the oils for the light. Verse 15, and the altar of incense with its poles, and the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense, and the screen for the entrance, and the entrance of the tabernacle. Verse 16, the altar of burnt offering with its grating of bronze, its poles, and all its utensils, the basin within its stand. Verse 17, the hangings of the court, its pillars and its bases, and the screen for the gate of the court. Verse 18, the pegs of the tabernacle and the pegs of the court and their cords. Verse 19, the finely worked vestments for ministering in the holy place, the holy vestments for the priest, Aaron, and the vestments of his sons for their service as priest. Verse 20, then all the congregation of the Israelites withdrew from the presence of Moses. Verse 21, and they came, everyone whose heart was stirred, and everyone whose spirit was willing, and brought the Lord offering to be used for the tent of meeting, and for all its service, and for the sacred vestments. Verse 22, so they came, both men and women, all who were of a willing heart, brought brooches and earrings and signet rings and pendants, all sorts of gold objects, everyone bringing an offering of gold to the Lord. Verse 23, and everyone who possessed blue or purple or crimson yarn or fine linen or goat's hair or tanned rams, skins of fine leather, brought them. Verse 24, everyone who could make an offering of silver or bronze brought it as the Lord's offering, and everyone who possessed acacia wood of any use in the work brought it. Verse 25, all the skillful women spun with their hands and brought what they had spun in blue and purple and crimson yarns and fine linen. Verse 26, all the women whose hearts moved them to use their skillful spun the goat's hair. Verse 27, and the leaders brought onyx stones and gems to be set in the ephod and the breastpiece. Verse 28, and spices and oil for the light and for the anointing oil for the fragrant incense. Verse 29, all the Israelite men and women whose heart made them willing to bring anything for the work that the Lord has commanded by Moses to be done, brought it as a free will offering to the Lord. Verse 30. Then Moses said to the Israelites, see, the Lord has called by name Bezalel, son of Ori, son of Hor, of the tribe of Judah. Verse 31. He has filled him with divine spirit, with skill, intelligence, knowledge in every kind of craft. Verse 32. To devise artistic designs, to work in gold, silver, and bronze. Verse 33. In cutting stones for sitting and in carving wood in every kind of craft. Verse 34. And he has inspired him to teach both him and Oholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. Verse 35. He has filled them with skill to do every kind of work done by an artisan or by a designer or by an embroiderer in blue, purple, and crimson yarns, and in fine linen, or by a weaver, by any sort of artisan or skilled designer. Exodus chapter 35, verses 1 to 35. I am reading from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible.